needs of farmers. So you see a lot of these policies not really listening to farmers and being very idealistic about sort of the policy goals. So just to give like this pesticide reduction by 50%, I asked policymakers in Brussels, where does this number come from? Why are we cutting it in half? And what is it actually supposed to achieve? Where does that number come from? It's like, oh, it's 50%. It is a political goal. It is no scientific backing. These are synthetic crop protection chemicals that were approved by EFSA, the European Food Safety Authority, as safe for use in the way that farmers use them. But it was also decided that for some reason we have to get rid of half of them. And the reason for that is a lot of activism in the NGO field, environmental activists that have a very nostalgic, idealistic view of farming that has nothing to do with evidence-based policymaking, but they're very, very effective at lobbying European policymakers. I mean, the likes of Greenpeace and others, just to name one, have been very influential in trying to influence policies. And what they favor is really the model. I mean, this idea of if only we farmed the way our ancestors did, everything would be better. But that is just, I mean, honestly, that is really silly. It's a sort of asinine debate about that, because if we farmed the same way we did in the 1960s, I think it was Stanford, they did this study that found that if we farmed the same way we did in the 1960s, we would need an increased amount of farmland equivalent the size of Russia in order to feed the existing world population. So we need another Russia that we would dedicate just for farming. I mean, it's just not possible. We have a growing population. Farming has become more efficient, so we need to play into that and use fewer resources to produce better and more food. And so we're living in Europe right now. We have this very